happy to be back with the boys.
What's the biggest thing you're trying to accomplish and help tell people?
Continue on getting better with my technique, continue on being consistent, pad level, just doing the things technique-wise, just continue on just getting better every single day, stacking days.
John, are you playing a lot lighter than you have in the past?
A lot lighter?
Yeah, weight-wise?
No, sir.
No, I just look like you're in like pretty prep shape.
You line up in front of me, you find out.
I think I lose. How have the battles been with the guys who were competing on the interior and the offensive line for one of those starting jobs?
No, it's been good. It's iron sharper iron. So they get me better, I get them better.
Anybody among that group that you have, particularly good battles with?
I'll say because I go against Carson a lot. So Carson, he a good center. He's smart. Me and him be going at it a lot.
What do you feel like has been this identity of the interior defensive line so far?
Say that one more time.
The identity of the defensive tackle group. Do you guys think you have one yet?
Oh yeah. We got a bunch of guys that are hungry, that's willing to make plays and do whatever to cause havoc in the inside.
What are some personal goals you have this season?
Personal goals? Well, first I'm trying to win the Big Ten championship, and personally I'm trying to be the best defensive tackle in the country.
How do you feel like you've kind of adjusted? Guys telling you about like the team up north, obviously talking about winning the Big Ten championship, win that game, Cincinnati. How do you feel like you kind of adjusted that culture once you've been here?
Man, I got adjusted by just listening to the guys that've been here. Just taking one day at a time. Just trusting what the coaches preaches to me and what everyone's telling me. Just believing in my teammates and believing in what I do.
Who are some of the guys that have kind of shown you around, taking you under the wing?
I'll say pretty much everyone on the defense, Kenyatta. I'll say, pretty much, everyone on the defense. They bring me in, they show me love, and they tell me what's the Buckeyes,
Does that feel good for you when you say everybody on the defense, you're not just one guy, two guys sticking out? Does that make you feel good that you've been kind of embraced since you were reps?
Yes, sir. I feel good because they, like I said, they bring me in. They want me to be a part. They know they need me, I need them, and we all in one, so we all gotta do our jobs, and we all do our jobs, we do good things,
If James has been playing quite a bit on the side what were you seeing from him, and what is that competition?
Oh, James, he's a really good player, man, he gets after it, and I got a lot of respect for him.
Your new coaches, playing for Coach Johnson. Your thoughts on him? What do you think so far?
Say it one time, sorry.
Coach Johnson. What do you think about Coach Johnson? What's been your relationship growing with him and everything?
Man, I'm trying to be like a sponge. Just soak up everything he tells me and just coaches me, and I'm just trying to be. Man, taking one day at a time, just be really sound on my technique and just listen to everything he's saying, because everything he's saying, it's pretty much, he's a legend. He been doing this for a long time. So, pretty much listen to everything he's saying and just go on the field and working at it.
Are you learning things like you didn't even know before?
Yeah, it's really discipline with your eyes, and if you're really locked in with your eyes and just really disciplined on your keys and just different things and your pad level, your hands, there's just all the formations, all sorts of type of things. It makes you play a lot faster.
How do you feel about Coach Patricia being a leader of this defense, having his NFL background? What have you noticed about that? What stands out to you?
Man, Coach Patricia, he dumbed things down a lot for us to make us understand. But man, he's a great guy, great coach. I had learned a lot from him just being here.
Kenyatta says, I think it was Kenyatta, it's like it's simple to us. It looks confusing and complex from the outside, but it feels simple to us. Do you feel that way, and how do you feel that way? Yeah,
just pretty much just whatever coach give us our installs and everything like that. Just really working at it and just seeing what we got to do and just perfect it in a high level. And once we get that right, we move on.
There's so many of you guys new this year that came in. How is that? What's the feeling like right now of coming together as a team with your week into this, or you're in your second week of this of August? How does that feeling like? Are we coming together like we want to?
Yeah, man. Every day we're getting better every single day. Of course we're gonna have our ups and downs. That's football, right? So every day, man, we're just getting better and just continue on working and competing.
And what's Coach Day's message been to you guys from spring to now about that topic?
Man, Because there are going to be days where things are hard, you know, you don't feel like practicing, your body hurts, body's talking to you, man, you got to fight through, you know. Nobody cares at the end of the day, so you got to do what you got to do. You got to fight through, you got to push, you're willing, you got to sacrifice, and this is what you sacrifice, right? So I'm willing to sacrifice and do what I got to do to help my team.
Just one last thing. Competition in practice for playing time. Are you feeling that, and what's that like here versus where you've been before?
Yeah, man, it's great competition. You know, great. We got great defensive tackles like James right here. Man, he's a great ball player. We got Will, we got Eddrick, man, we got Jason Moore, man, those guys are good. You know, we all compete, we all just pick each other brains, and things that we're not good at and someone else is good at, we just try and learn it from them, and things I'm good at, I'm trying to learn it from, you know, from them as well.
And so one last thing, as far as all you guys having an opportunity to play, rotate, and different guys in different situations, is that coming together, and how do you see that?
Right now, man, coaches, man, he letting us go out there and play ball, let us play free, you know, and you know, he hasn't made no decision, no depth chart, nothing like that yet. We're just going out there and play ball and just competing and working on our craft.
John, when you were coming out of high school and Larry Johnson and the staff were recruiting you, what compelled you to Coach Johnson when you were that age?
Say that, like the last part, what you said?
Yeah. What made you so interested in Ohio State and Larry Johnson specifically? What about him made him a guy that you want to play for with him?
Man, just his person. First of all, his coaching. You know, his coaching, man, just the way he break things down of our technique. It just made me understand a lot faster. So I just knew, like, if I come up here and really just take time and spend time with him, I knew I was going to be a really good football player, you know, eventually. So, you know, I just continue on working, continue on believing what he coaches, and man, that's what really brought me here, because his coaching and, you know, and his personality. Even he's a great guy.
When you stepped on the campus here a couple years later, what surprised you the most?
With who? Coach Jay?
Just with the whole experience of Ohio State and being here in the program.
Man, nothing surprising me, because everything I've been here when I got up in high school, so like I already knew what everything they had pretty much thrown at me, you know. So when I came up here, it was pretty much like a revisit from high school. So man, everything was good, you know, with the coaches and everything. You know, they bring me in like family, and yeah. What's
the biggest difference between fall camp in Orlando versus fall camp in Columbus, Ohio?
Boy, that heat in Florida, man, it's just very humid. It feel like you're in a sauna in Florida, you know. Over here it's hot, you know, but you still get that little wind here and there, so you can make it through.
What you seen from Eddrick so far?
Eddrick, he's a dominant force in the middle, you know. He knocked things back, you know. He set the point, and he's a really good football player.
Are there any guys right now on this team that were with you when you visited here coming out of high school?
Yeah, Jason Moore. Yeah.
John, you mentioned Jason earlier. You guys took different paths to get to Ohio State. What have you seen from him now that you guys get to reconnect up, that you guys are teammates now?
Man, just seeing Jason, man, every day he's getting better and better. Every day he's making plays. You know, he's just doing something positive. You know, he being the coach's highlight tape. So like, you know, he's coming in and making plays now. You know, he's doing what he got to do. He's really strong up in the middle too.
John, you mentioned being able to bounce off ideas with a bunch of guys in the room. Does that kind of make you feel better that you feel like there's maybe no fall off amongst the position mates?
Say that from the beginning.
Be able to like bounce ideas off of each other, guys in the room. Does that make you feel like, you know, there's no fall off, or that, you know, guys competing and rotating for snaps?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, we all here for one goal, you know, is to win and to, you know, of course, do great things ourselves. So of course, just picking each other's brains off and just seeing what we're good at and what we're not, you know, just trying to figure things out and work as one, you know.
Sorry, Lyle.
What do you think is the biggest thing you've learned from one of your teammates so far?
Man, the biggest thing is really just really being like I said, eye discipline. Just really being focused on my key. You know, just really don't be like too worried about what everything else is going on. You know, be really focused on the small picture and really lock into that. You know, and things you do right.
What do you think your biggest strength is as a pass rusher?
As a pass rusher, my biggest strength, man, I have a motor. I don't stop. You know, I keep on going. I keep on pushing, and I do what I do to get to the backfield.
When did you realize you had that motor?
Man, since I was a little kid, you know, I just had to get the right coaching and the right everything, and just the right formation, just the right technique, the right scheme and everything, and man, it's coming together.
Anything? Got time for a couple more guys. Anything you did as a little kid that made you feel like, looking back at it now that you have that motor?
Man, just that hunger, just to make plays, just to be the one to stand out. You know, I just always want to stand out, always want to be the one to make plays, always want to be the one to be noticed. You know, just always hungry for that.
I was just talking to James, and you guys are expected to contribute heavily this year and stuff. Do you feel that responsibility? You feel that on you?
Yeah. I definitely feel that. You know, like I said, I just take it one day at a time. You know, this is only day 7 of practice, so you know we still got like a long ways to go still. So I'm just taking one day at a time, just trying to get better at my technique and just be physically sound and everything like that.
2 more
How
guys.
close do you feel like this defensive unit with so many different pieces are to becoming one unit, just getting to know each other?
Man, I feel like it's like I said, it's coming together. Man, we're going to be a really good unit. We're going to continue on working, and like I said, it's only day 7, man. We still got a lot more days left, so I could just imagine once we're done. You know, I feel like we're just coming together solid.
How much progress could be made in this step?
Say it one time.
How much progress could be made in this step?
Man, there's always progress to be made. You know, there's always things you can work on, always things to fix and everything like that. So, man, we're gonna continue on working. We're gonna look like after this, we're gonna look back on film and see the things we could correct. So, yeah.
Last one, guys.
John, was it the route to get here finally, after all these years and the early parts of your recruitment, and now being at South Florida for a few years, now you're here. Has this been what you expected it to be?
Yes, sir. You know, I expected everything. Like when they had recruited me, I expected everything they had said. You know, they said it's going to be a competition here. We're going to compete here, and man, it's been fun. You know, it really gets the best out of me. You know, I'm really competing. I'm really working, really striving to be like the best way I do with my technique, and just really being focused on that for real.
How long did it take you to drink the Kool-Aid?
To drink the Kool-Aid, I've been drinking the Kool-Aid.
Right away.
Appreciate you guys.
Thanks, John.
It's turned into Powerade, hasn't it?
Huh?
I said, now it's turned into Powerade. Thanks, man.
After trying to take it over like that. So we said, "Are you looking a little lighter?" And you said, "Me, John." Yeah, don't try to light. I think it's just because they listed you a little bit lighter than you were. Yeah, you know, I'm not telling you.